In this video, I'll be talking about how to use the Open Textbook Library to search for open textbooks. This is the Open Textbook Library homepage. The Open Textbook Library is a high-quality repository for college-level open textbooks, which are already in use at higher ed institutions. You can see here there are currently 952 textbooks in this repository, with more coming soon. Many of these books have been reviewed in detail by instructors who have taught with the book for at least a semester. Open textbooks are licensed by authors and publishers to be freely used and adapted. You can download, edit, and distribute them at no cost. There are 3 ways to search for textbooks from the homepage. You can browse by subject using this button or the drop-down menu here, or you can search in the search bar. I'm going to pretend to be a professor looking for a textbook for my abnormal psychology course, and first I'll browse by subject. So here we have all of our psychology textbooks. Right off the bat, I'm seeing an abnormal psych book, and then these will all be related to psychology in some way. Now we'll use the search bar to type abnormal psychology. Here's that book we just saw. There's no way to filter your searches in the Open Textbook Library, but you're always going to get pretty focused results. The most relevant books with the most reviews will be towards the top. When you do see a book you want to look at further, you can click Read More. From there, you'll see this page with author information, available formats, and table of contents to the right. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll get to see the type of license that the material has, some reviews, and then some books will actually be linked to ancillary materials that could be lecture slides, lesson plans, test banks, something for your LMS. And this book, as you can see, has some available materials by contacting the author or publisher, and this links to the page with that information. I want to give a shout out to Angela Marr from UTRGV, who left this review about a year ago. These are the categories that are considered in a review. Next, let's look at what an open textbook might look like for you or your students. I'd recommend using the online version of the book, but you can always download the book or work with the bookstore to print physical copies if that's what you or a student prefers. This book was made using Pressbooks, which is common for open textbooks. This is the cover page, and on the top to the left, you'll see the table of contents, and you can navigate to any chapter or page. This is what the inside of this book looks like, and you'll see key terms highlighted and some key concepts put in little boxes like this. Some books may even have interactive pieces built in to check your knowledge or practice with a simulation. When you adopt a textbook from a commercial publisher, it probably comes with some instructor resources to help you teach with it. If you're looking for those kinds of extra resources for an open textbook that you find on this site, there are a few places to look. First, make sure to check under the Ancillary Materials tab on the book description page to see if anything is linked here, just like it was in the book I showed you earlier. If there's nothing there and it just says Submit a Resource, you should check the introduction of the online textbook. This is an open Portuguese book that I really admire, and when you scroll down on the introduction page of the actual book, there's a link to an entire Canvas shell. So if you still aren't finding any supplementary materials, you may want to contact the library and submit an OER request form. Alternatively, you could reach out to the publisher and see if they have anything or anywhere to point you. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like help searching for OER for your course, you can reach out to the library or fill out an OER request form at utrgv.libguides.com/OER.